Hello, I am Amy Sorensen with the Department of Communication Studies. It is my privilege to lead today's topic of special occasion speaking. Today I will offer the challenges and opportunities that exist for special occasion speaking. I'll then offer some guidelines for this type of speaking, and finally I'll offer some tips on how you can experience success as a speaker during a special occasion. Let's begin with consideration of a Winston Churchill quote, shall we? Churchill quipped that there were only two things more difficult than giving an after-dinner speech. That first would be climbing a wall, which is leaning towards you, and second, kissing a girl who is leaning away from you. Now, whether you share his sentiment or not, there are a unique set of challenges that exist for special occasion speakers. When we celebrate, praise, condemn, or pay tribute, we must understand the occasion itself. The ceremonial speech gives the speaker a chance to tap into common values and really help to shape the meaning of the occasion. The speaker needs the audience to understand the shared group identity, and the speaker should consider just how to accomplish a few key elements in this speech. They should consider just how to tap into and evoke common values, how to interpret important events, and emphasize the people important to that particular occasion. Special occasion speaking and special events help groups and individuals define themselves and align with a common emotion. Think about the way that you felt as you sat at your own high school commencement ceremony, or perhaps when you attended a memorial or a funeral service for someone dear to you. Think of the shift in emotion with the traditional Christian wedding ceremony and the celebrations surrounding that symbolic event. President George Bush used epideictic oratory, or ceremonial speech, when he addressed the United States after the 9/11 terrorist attacks. He condemned the terrorists and called upon the nation to support retaliation efforts to defend our freedom. That is one of the moments for which the emotion defined the rhetorical situation. The purpose of this rhetoric was to especially magnify, and many of us set aside our political beliefs in order to tap in to the identification that we felt as Americans. Regardless of the level of formality, the speech should have a purpose that is clear to the audience and to the speaker. Because of the various settings and many occasions, this has an important and unique consideration. Each speech must adapt to the audience, to the occasion, to the audience, and to the event. Today I'm going to show you how to take into consideration these demands needed in order to be successful with this type of speech. Now that we understand the characteristics of this type of speech, let's examine the guidelines that I have for you regarding your presentation. The challenge to the novice speaker is the lack of a clear and elevating structure. Without a set of organizational patterns recommended, you will need to make the rhetorical choices that show how you connect the topics in your speech to the event and the individuals important to the event. Your language choice should be a deliberate match to the tone and the formality of the event. Think of how you would capture the meaning of a special occasion. Here we have Tiger Woods pictured, who famously delivered a public speech of Appalachia back in 2010. Not only are your words important, but your delivery concerns are heightened as well. You have the chance to hold the audience in the palm of your hand. Use this privileged position with great care. For instance, if you are called upon to deliver a wedding toast, stay focused on stories and images which serve to uplift and praise the couple. Craft your speech content in a way that your audience can identify with and enjoy listening to. You can magnify the emotion of this celebration and be a pleasant surprise by speaking in a manner that affirms the familiarity and the value of all of those gathered to honor the couple. Staying audience-centered helps you to identify with the audience, whether it be the grandmother sitting in the front row or a friend of the family sitting in the back. Affirm the value of praise and honor for the couple and truly convey a memorable sentiment. How do you do this? Mix appropriate stories and tap into group beliefs. Incorporate soft humor that can be enjoyed by all, Consider adding in quotes or proverbs to help convey your meaning and your message. And do all of these things in a delivery style with a pleasing tone, which reveals your thoughtful preparation for the event itself. There are a few other key tips as well. Shakespeare said, "Brevity is the soul of wit." Special occasion speeches may be short, but the demand for quality is ever present. With careful planning and a good amount of practice, you can deliver a brief ceremonial speech that will have a memorable impact. If you consider the famous Gettysburg Address and its mere 272 words, you can see the opportunity does not always exist in the length of content. Regardless of the occasion, stay positive and make a careful use of your humor. Humor often does find its way into special occasion speaking, and it might be a good way to keep the audience interested in your speech. Anecdotes, asides, witty banter, Freudian slips, irony and jokes, and satire can all be considered as you carefully weigh the decision to include these chances to entertain your audience while still holding true to your purpose and the meaning of the occasion. So today we have considered the demands of the occasion that exist when you speak in praise or blame of an event, award, or a person. These speeches have the chance to inspire, to celebrate, to commemorate, and/or to entertain. They should reflect the mood of the audience in the occasion that draws the people together. I leave you with words from Catherine the Great. She said, "I like to praise and reward loudly and to blame quietly."